Hey guys, I'm Mike and welcome to the Lions Lounge. A little while back, I did a video on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, more specifically on Part 5 Golden Wind, and it was fun. But today I wanted to talk about my favorite part to date and the one that really sold me on the series, Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable. From the beginning, you're introduced to the quiet town of Morioh, and it becomes apparent pretty quickly that this JoJo has a very different feeling. And I'm not just talking about the main protagonist. We'll get to him. The 3 parts prior to Diamond is Unbreakable were massive globe-spanning trips, with stakes that felt like the whole world was at risk. But by comparison, Part 4 feels small, and thus more intimate, with the primary plot this time focusing on mysterious disappearances that have largely gone unnoticed in Morioh over the years, making this a very intriguing murder mystery. This setting also allows the series time to breathe, and it's spent fleshing out the primary cast. And let me just tell you, I love the cast of Part 4. They're easily my favorite in all of JoJo's. This time around, our main character is Josuke Higashikata, the illegitimate son of Joseph Joestar. And what I really love about him is he just feels like a young teen. He loves hanging out with his friends and always gets into weird hijinks. He has a temper, but it's clear that he genuinely cares about those around him and his town. And his personality is reflected in his stand, Crazy Diamond, which has the ability to repair and reshape objects and heal individuals. But this power does not extend to Josuke himself, meaning if he takes a lot of damage in a fight, he's just as vulnerable as the friends he's trying to help. And I love this about him. It's a huge contrast to Jotaro from the previous part, and it makes him far more relatable. Other characters introduced over the course of the series include the timid-turned-Chad, Koichi Hirose, the endearingly dim-witted Okuyasu Nijimura, Jotaro from Part 3, who makes a return as sort of a big brother figure to Josuke, the crazy in love, emphasis on the crazy, Yukako Yamagishi, and one of my favorite characters in all of JoJo, the eccentric manga creator, and definitely self-insert for Araki, Rohan Kishibe. And it's here where I wanted to pause to tell you, if you haven't watched JoJo's, or even Part 4, stop this video and go do so, because I'm about to spoil the main antagonist of the series. We good? Okay. It's slowly revealed around the midway point of Part 4 that the serial killer responsible for the disappearances in Morioh is a quiet office worker named Yoshikage Kira, a man who's spent his life trying to make himself virtually invisible so as to go unnoticed. And this is kind of what makes his character interesting compared to the other antagonists seen so far. Kira has no real aspirations. He doesn't have a grand scheme to take over the world or even really the town itself. He just wants to be left alone to his own devices, which means picking off a person every now and then, and sometimes taking them to a very strange dinner. And he will do anything to keep this going, which is where his stand comes in, Killer Queen. Killer Queen's abilities revolve around creating bombs, which can be triggered to detonate as soon as it touches an object or person, creating an explosion that completely eradicates the target, leaving no trace behind. Later, it reveals other variations to this power, but all are in service to Kira's goal of being able to murder without detection. It's these characters and the setting of Part 4 that still to this day make it my favorite in all of JoJo, and I highly recommend you go watch it if you haven't. Today's drinks are inspired by Josuke and Kira's stands, Crazy Diamond and Killer Queen. And I had a lot of fun coming up with these drinks. First up, the Crazy Diamond. This is gonna be a layered blue and pink cocktail. So first up, you're gonna want 2 ounces or 60 milliliters of Hynotiq. Hynotiq is a tropical fruit liqueur. Add some ice to your tin and give it a shake. Now, you may be wondering, am I done already? No. This has a couple parts to it, so you're gonna have to start with the Hynotiq to chill it first. Then strain it into a coupe, or really any other type of stem glass, but in this case I felt it appropriate to use a diamond whiskey glass. Dump out your tin, give it a rinse, and you're next gonna add 2 ounces or 60 milliliters of Kinky liqueur. It's a mango passion fruit orange liqueur that's extremely sweet. Next, 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of vodka. I'm gonna add some ice to this tin. You're not gonna give this a shake though, you're gonna stir it, and you'll see why in a moment. Then you're gonna add about 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of a lemon lime soda. Now here comes the fun part. Taking your spoon, put it against the edge of the drink, and very gently strain it over the top of the spoon. And there you have the Crazy Diamond. Cheers. This is super sweet. It's almost like candy. It's actually extremely difficult to get the layers. You have to kind of get it just right so you can easily screw it up. Here, it's already starting to mingle with the bottom, so the blue's not quite as present as the pink. Pretty great drink all in all. Next up is the Killer Queen, which is going to feature Chambord, a black raspberry liqueur. This will give it a nice purple hue, reminiscent of the aura that Killer Queen gives off. First up, you're gonna want 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters of a citron vodka. Next, 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of cranberry juice. Then 1/2 ounce or 15 milliliters of lime juice. Then about 1.25 ounces or 37.5 milliliters of Chambord. And lastly, 1/4 ounce or 7.5 milliliters of blue curacao. Add some ice to your tin and give it a shake. Now double strain this into a chilled Nick and Nora glass or a coupe. For garnish, I'm gonna use a lemon peel, and I'm gonna use this skull pick that I featured in my Death Parade video. I feel it's appropriate given Killer Queen's design. And there you have the Killer Queen. Cheers. Ooh. This is very surprising. The most prevalent flavor here is the cranberry juice. You do get hints of that black raspberry liqueur, but the cranberry juice is the most present. The blue curacao is completely absent. You don't taste that at all. I feel the lime juice really just adds some extra tartness to it to help pull the rest of the ingredients together. I picked citron vodka because it's made using lemons and limes. Overall, pretty pleased with this. Today we made 2 drinks inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable. The Crazy Diamond and the Killer Queen. Out of these 2, I'd probably prefer the Killer Queen. The Crazy Diamond is kind of annoying to make. Layering it can be difficult, and it's just really sweet. A little too sweet for me. I much prefer this one. If you like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. If you have any cocktail ideas you'd like me to make, please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see what I make outside this channel, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Spacelion or Instagram at Mr.Spacelion. Thank you so much for stopping by the Lions Lounge. I'm Mike. Hope to see you next time.